no to be continue. This time I check one call.
Yeah, oh, what's cool? Man, I like to welcome y'all to episode 2, My Check, One Crew. This is where we put artists together that don't know each other with producers they don't know. And put them in a big studio session, right here at Umbrella Studio. See if we make magic. I mean, we're gonna see what happens. Episode 1, we had BBS Verbal. We had Q Most Amazing. We had P. Bills, Da Vinci McVeigh. If you ain't check that out, go check that out. My Check. Lou, that's right. You heard that's what you gonna get on the song with.
Hip hop was good, man. We in the building with another episode. Mic Check One Crew presented by the crew, the Union Boys. Franchise Bruck, what up, man? I'm your host, met.The, Mr. Everywhere, you never there. And we in Umbrella Studios. You know this is our home away from home. Got my guy, Louisville.
How's everything with
What
you?
it do, man? I'm chilling, man. So listen, we in Umbrellas, so we gonna talk studio talk.
That's up.
What helps you locked in, man? When you're in your session, what helps you locked in, man? Get your...
Honestly, what helped me lock in, it just gotta be the vibe. 'Cause I'm a person, I like to make music during my mood. Like, if I'm not really going through nothing, I could give you a hit or something like that, but it's really not no heartfelt shit, nothing with real, no substance and shit like that. I just lock in, get in my zone. I do my own engineering and all that too, so it's like hands-on mostly with it. So I know my sound, so give me a little good eighth, some top shelf bud,
you already.
some studs and all that. Should be good.
Been fucking it up for a minute. Ha, I am who I am, not scripted. Top shelf in my blunt, I'm lifted. Got an effortless flow, I'm gifted.
I'm here with another talented artist, my guy Scrap Elon, you already. So listen, man, we in the studio, so we gonna set it off, man. When you're in the studio, what helps you lock in, man, when you're in your sessions?
Like honestly, I'm an engineer, so a lot of the stuff that I do, I take inspiration from a lot of other artists. All the artists that I've engineered, they've helped me with specs and pieces of what to do here and there. So it's really helped me just really want to, as I'm learning these new things, just want to get in the booth and create.
I wish it was like the Sandlot. I done had day ones make quicksand in the middle of my sandbox.
How does it feel being part of an era that allows you to do these different things like engineer and take a little pieces from, as you said, from other artists and incorporate it in your own style?
I appreciate it because like it's like a different type of process. Me being able to learn and like kind of guide. It's almost like an A&R too, like it kind of like
At the same time.
kind of like guide the artist and help them whatever it is that they need help with. It's both a learning process for both of us, and I appreciate that. That's why I'm working on it.
This era is great. But what's crazy is I was around 14. I'm 27 now. I was 15. I had my own little headset, like an Xbox thing, you know, recording and trying to do everything. So now that other artists get to do it, and you got the internet, so anybody could like show their work, show their talent. It's great.
You only know what you see. Like the bottom like I'm low key. Before I hit 18, was in the club, no ID.
Do you feel like an obligation to kind of like make music of yesterday and also make music of today?
Also, I ain't gonna lie with this wave. I've been in my auto-tune bag a lot. But it's mostly the artistry though. It's mostly the artistry, definitely.
I mean, it's part of it now.
It definitely, cause rapping, I've been rapping for so long, so it's like rapping. You tell me to rap is a 1, 2, 3 thing. So, and the way the generation is you gotta give me a good beat to make me want to rap.
I'm trying to find out the mix right now. I'm trying because I got like few artists and fans that draw into my music from the real rap side, and artists and fans that draw into my music, newfound artists and fans that draw into that side on the, you know, the hooks and the catchy themes and everything.
New friends just pretend. Only a few that's legit. Shoot one more if you just a real nigga. Got energy like me, you don't give up.
I'm excited, man. I got one of my favorite producers, man. My guy Lansky, Tribeca with the shades on. No?
Thank you. I'm one of your favorite producers.
Listen, man, you already know, man. We got history, guy. But listen, man. Besides all that, man, you definitely, you know, I appreciate your work, and I want to get into that, man. What's the specific eras of hip hop that you're really into, and somebody who's your favorite producer, or one of them at least?
I got a couple. I like 90s lo-fi hip hop. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really into like the lo-fi sound. I like trap soul.
Okay.
I'm into trap music, but it's like I feel like it's a little too much right now. But like, yo, really, if I had the choice to listen to music right now, I'd probably be like some lo-fi hip hop.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I mean, I know you've worked with a lot of people, man, and a lot of artists, and I want to say, what's one of the key factors or something that you look for to work with one of these up-and-coming artists?
Creativity. Artists that know how to like take a beat and like create like their own genuine sound out of it. Like not like you know, artists that could bust their own record, they not really copying the sound.
Right.
You know, art like you
Right.
like really like if a producer gives you a certain type of beat, you gotta be able to be like to work with it. You don't have to like get something that sounds like something that's already out. I like artists that's creative. They hear their own sound, they hear a new beat, and they come up with something new. They take their time to write like a song that actually has a meaning or a theme to it.
Big dog of the sand lot with my day ones from the sandbox. So you lukewarm, you ain't that hot.
Got my guy, man, Cass, the producer, man. What's good, my guy?
Man.
And listen, we in Umbrella, so we got one of Umbrella's homegrown producers, not a rapper, he's a producer, engineer. So shout out to you, my guy. So listen, we're gonna kick it right off, man. What's the specific era that you know you most attached to, or your favorite, you would say? And who's your favorite producer, you would say?
Well, sheesh. I say there's a lot of producers out here, man, but you know, I want to go with. I'm a young producer. I'm only 24 years old, you know.
Represent, man. Represent.
I grew up in a new school era, you know. I want to say that kind of vibe. So I know a lot about trap. I know a lot about hip hop now, mainstream music. So I want to say I'm really into like hip hop kind of trap, you know, kind of vibe. I do, and I also produce all types of different music, so I don't just stick to one genre as well. You know, we want to stay versatile out here in this year. You know?
What's up? And this is you in the background too. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man.
So give him a producer real quick that you want to give a shout out to. You say maybe if not inspired you, but you like the shit that they put out.
All right. One producer I actually really like and I look up to, man, is Illmind. This guy is he's a beast.
What are some of the things you look for, like the key factors for you to work with some other artists?
Well, I'm very versatile when it comes to that, and I'm very open-minded. So I usually go with the artists, you know, and I follow their passion of where they're trying to go with this music and that direction, and whatever they on, I'm on with them.
That shit is me, my G. Yeah.
What's good, man? We here, Mic Check One Crew, presented by the Union Boys. Got another dope artist, man. My guy, Godchild, man. What's good, man?
Okay.
Listen, we're gonna chop it up, man. Listen, man. So we in Umbrella Studios, and you know I spoke to a few artists. You another dope artist, and I want to know, man, what helps you lock in when you're in the studio, when you're in your zone, man? What helps you get in that lane?
Honestly, you know what I mean? Like when I pull up to the stool, I already like to kind of have like what I'm doing kind of, you know, mapped out in my head, so I know my direction already before I go in, you know what I mean? And you know, as soon as I hear the music through the speakers, it's go time.
Toast to life, my kids like your road. I spend euros, then Euro haters with the sidestep.
And I got one of my favorite artists, man, Black Man 103. What's good, my guy?
Yeah, what's going on, baby?
I'm saying you laced it down on the last time we was here, but we didn't get to really chop it up. So listen, man, I'm gonna set it off, and we in Umbrella Studios.
Yep.
So I'm gonna ask you, man, when you in the studio, what helps you lock in, get you in your zone?
Pure inspiration. It could come from, you know, the moment, you know what I'm saying? The beat really just helps me actually lock in and settle into, you know, the actual vibe of what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Just the creative atmosphere.
Tell me what's the purpose of living? You living to die? Me? I ain't living a lie. I live on a live. Not the social type of nigga. I ain't lit on a live. I lit a real life fire that burns deep in my mind.
What do you feel that the youth can be educated on as far as hip hop?
I mean, just history. I think it's kind of like one of the only genres of music, you know what I mean, where the history of hip hop isn't really like, I don't want to say respected, but it's not revered in the same way as it is in other genres.
The youth could be educated, should be educated on, at least know the basic knowledge of where hip hop comes from. You know what I mean? Like the stages of hip hop, you know, and the culture of hip hop. Hip hop is a lifestyle, and you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if they understood that, I feel like that they'll respect the music a little more.
Jelly had the bucket finesse. I was never a fuck up, I just fuck up a check. But I seen what niggas do for bread, like leaving you for dead. Over pussy a Cuba, make a Medusa head.
We got another talented producer, man. We spoken before. You know, we're gonna keep it rolling. My guy, Dot Rod.
How you been, man?
What's good, man? I'm chilling, man. It's good to have you in on deck, man. So listen, man, we already had a theme with a couple other people. We're gonna keep it rolling, and we're gonna speak on what's you would say the most specific era of hip hop that's your favorite. You saying who's one of your favorite producers?
I won't even pigeonhole myself and say I got a favorite era of hip hop. I try to say I take from every era and try to create my own. My favorite producer is definitely Jay Dilla.
Okay, shout out to Dilla, man. Rest in peace, my
You know
guy.
what I mean? R.I.P. for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow up the same thing, you know, with everyone else. What's one of the key factors or something you look for with an up-and-coming artist you work with, or I guess maybe any artist you work with?
I'm definitely looking for an artist that has a direction and kind of knows, you know, the beginning, the middle, and end. And because I'm so driven in that way, and I kind of have a map out of what I want from beginning, middle, and end, if we meet somewhere in the middle, I think it's like a perfect marriage for something creative and something dope that could happen in the end, you know?
No doubt, being on the same wavelength, that plays a major part.
Sure.
So shout out to my guy Dot Rod, man. Keep your eyes open for any upcoming projects. The Union Boys, man. Mic Check One Crew. Demi-D, I'm your host, man. Listen, we out of here.
This is fire. I ain't gonna lie. This is shit you gotta like. This like you gotta find this shit.
Of course, we always conclude the speed session when we put all this together, give them 2 hours, see what they can come up with. Pull up, check it out.
Boys. We from the X, my niggas is stepping. Check in, we in the building, y'all don't get let in. I be flexing, I'm off the ropes like I be wrestling. We are the best in whatever you mention, whatever you testing. Cats came in, I'ma start at the captain, the condom when they rapping like magnums. I said I'm rapping. So. The people that counted me out was bad at addition. Subtracted the fake right out, my people was missing. We getting the king right now, fit the description. I'm copping the play right now, we're racking up digits. We ballin' on stage right now, the haters just scrimmage. They spending they pennies, just to fit my image.
I seen what niggas do for bread, like leaving you for dead. Over pussy, a Cuban link, a Medusa head. I was like 7, nappy headed stressing. Like why these teachers can't tell me the point of this lesson.